Mansoor cleared PMP just now. So he's basically in Dubai. And what a way to clear the exam. He cleared the exam and he messaged me, hey, think about before talking to me. I'm a certified PMP. So Mansoor and I had a very great relationship. First of all, Mansoor, congratulations on clearing
Thank
PMP
you.
finally.
Thank you.
And just
Yes,
to put it that
indeed.
he is in that magic group I called as batch 9. So why I
Yeah.
call, but batch 11 is giving a great competition to batch 9. Like
Mhm.
batch 9 was going fabulous. Batch 11 came, one student cleared in 8 days, other cleared in 9 days, and at least 10 students are in line to clear within 7 to 10 days. So that is something interesting. Acha ji, Mansoor, please share your
Yeah.
journey, your thing, please go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So first of all, I would like to say that I had different perspective from different PMPs that they were saying questions are easy. You just go to skim through the questions. You see the option. You just go ahead. You keep a calm mind, and you will get through it. And there was some I never had the idea where Amir Bhai was always stressing that the questions are going to be hard. So be prepared for that. That was an exceptional preparation, which I did. I was prepared for something like it would be easier to do, but it was not. It was exactly the case which Amir Bhai had mentioned that the questions could be difficult, and it was, and the questions were lengthy. I had to read through. Just reading the questions were it was taking a lot of time, and I had to make sure that the whole paragraph makes sense to me, and then I should answer the questions. Um, so the idea was to not look at the time. That was my first, as we discussed in the last sessions. I didn't look at the time. I knew I finished. I didn't finish almost 15 to 16 questions. The last 15, 16 question, I didn't attempt it. The time was over. So I couldn't because there was so much reading going on. I had to, too many puzzles to fix and then get sense of the answers and then answer the questions. So that was taking time, but I knew because as soon as I was getting to the end part of the exam, the questions were becoming a little easier, and I knew the weightage is going to be lower for those, and I shouldn't be concerned. So in my mind, if even if I lose 20 question at the end, I don't mind as long as I do the hard questions, which will give me weightage and eventually let me clear the exam. So that was my approach at the time. That everything, because it was becoming easier at the end. So I thought, okay, I shouldn't be too much worried about the easier question because they're easier to pick. Like it started from, let's say, I would say last 40 questions were easier than the entire exam. So I did almost 15 to 20 questions, which were like click, 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 but I couldn't keep up the pace. And the last 15 questions, I couldn't do it. But the takeaway from the exam was that the difficult mocks that Amir Bhai has. Um, um, I used to I used to say
Go ahead, go
I
ahead.
used to say when I used to go through the mocks of Amir Bhai, I used to say, okay, this is going this way and this is going that way, and eventually this is happening. What what are you going to do? And plus, before I forget, all the questions at the end were saying, what should a project manager do? This last so because our approach was, as we discussed, that we're going to read the last line, but last line is just about saying what is the project manager going to do. So it's pointless to read that last line and then go back to the top and then read it. So for me, every question was like, what is the project going to do? Oh my god, okay. So go through all the paragraph and try to make sense of it. So that was one point. And the yeah, maybe you want to increase your reading speed, because even though I believe that I'm a good reader when it comes to reading, but for me, like the scenarios that they have defined, like this is coming this way. So it was overall it was a tough exam. Be prepared to uh, keep a cool
Okay.
mind. I did the breathing exercise from before each of the sessions. So as soon as I sat for the first one, I did the breathing exercise with Amer Bhai obviously sitting next to me. and okay, do this. So imaginary Amer Bhai was sitting with me, and then I was doing the breathing exercise. I did that, and I started. I took a break, went outside, washed my face. In second, I did wash my face because I was getting exhausted by the questions, obviously. And then I came back. So yeah, so try to keep yourself calm down, because the question makes you make aggressive decisions, because he did this. What you gonna do? You say yes, fire the employee. But that's not the way you should be, going for the right option.
Okay, so
So
yeah,
yeah,
let me put something, the mistakes you did. It's
yeah,
very rare. It's very rare that I say that in the success journey. I'm
yeah,
gonna say it today because you missed 15 to 20 questions. What I said
yes,
in the last video, what I said, there is no negative marking. And that was
mm,
your assumption. Even I
yeah,
don't know that thing, which you assumed being
yeah,
a person who is contributing a lot to PMI community. I even
yes,
don't know that first section has more value, second has more, or third. PMI does
yeah,
not tell you. That is your
mm,
assumption. There is
mm,
psychometric analysis happening on the backside. As
yeah,
information from PMI, as much as they can give, they are very close about this thing. And I am happy they are close about that thing. Because if they
mm,
give a little bit information, people will give and expand it into whatever they want. So
yes,
every question has same mark.
mm,
Every single question that you leave, that gives you 0. Every
mm,
question, even like if I was in your shoes, I would have marked the last 15 option. At least one would be right, or C,
yeah, okay,
or
okay,
okay,
yeah,
or
yeah,
anything.
yeah,
Never,
mm,
never, never leave that thing. Secondly,
mm,
second thing that we need to understand, and the second thing that we need to understand, 80, 75. Actually, I made that video, the short video, which I forwarded 2 days back. 80, 75, 75. That should be written on your heart that you must follow this time. 80, 75,
mm,
75. First 60 question in 80 minutes, second 60 in 75, and third in 75. Why I'm telling you, even you are a certified PMP right now, in this class right now, there are 5 students sitting who have exam in next week.
yes,
I don't want to name them.
yes,
There are 5 students
yes,
sitting right now in this class
yeah,
actually who has exam. So I want to share this thing 80,
yeah,
75, 75. Put it wherever you want. This is the formula you need to attempt. What does that mean? So let's talk, Mansoor.
yes,
And I'm glad that we are recording it on Zoom so that I can later edit it if I want to. Let's put it this way. How much time you put
yeah.
for the first 60 question?
Um, Almost 90 minutes, I would say.
First big mistake. 80.
Yeah,
80. I have been saying it again and again. Like
yeah,
how to manage the time for everyone else. Uh, Sorry, I'm stealing your thunder one more time, but I need also you others to guide. You are going back homeland tomorrow, so no one can steal your thunder anyway. Acha, the point is when your timer is 230 minutes. When you reach
yeah.
to 150 question, let's say you are at question number 52. Read the last line option. What I said to do in the end, you can do it here, right?
Mm.
Read the last line option, read the last line option. You can confirm it. After the break, we cannot go back to the first 60 question, right?
No, you cannot.
You cannot. So that is story is over. So
Yeah, so
exam is actually not 180 question. It is 60, 60, and 60. Yes or no?
yes, yes, yeah.
Okay. So you took the
Because
first
they
break.
give you opportunity at the end of each session. Do you want to review it? You say no, khalas, it's gone, so
Did
you
you
cannot go
did
back.
you remove?
No, there was I saw one question which was not attempted. It gives you, so it gives you a list of questions once you're done. Whichever you have left it by mistake, so you haven't deliberately left it, because I had answered the question, but somehow it was not clicked. So it showed me that this is not selected. So I went in, selected the option, and the exam was completed. So this was in second session, I believe, where I had to answer the same question again and then finish the session.
Okay. Okay, that is important. That's a very good thing that you just shared. That's an
Yeah.
important thing to put into the context how we can do into that. Okay, how much time you spend in the second section?
Second was, so I had left about 70 minutes for the last session. So I don't know how much it makes.
70 minutes. So you spent like 80 minutes in the second section,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
90, 80,
Yeah.
and 70.
Yeah.
Okay. So second, okay, that's okay. You have even you had 70 minutes in the last section. Why you were not able to complete that section? The last section was also big.
Last section was also big. Like I
Hmm.
said, last few question when it started slowing down, where I started to pace, the time was over because
Hmm.
those questions were pretty
Okay.
straightforward.
If I
Yeah.
ask you which section, first, second, third, which was the difficult one? So what would you say?
First, first,
First
first.
one.
I'm gonna rank second at the same. I wouldn't say much of a difference in the first and second. Third was a bit, calm down. But the first two was like mingling with those scenarios,
Hmm.
mixing them up and
Okay.
coming. So I had. Can we stop the recording? Can I? So just want to highlight.
Okay. How many drags and drops? Two?
Do.
Okay.
There was one I tried. There was
Okay.
one about the.
Yeah, I understand
Um.
what you are gonna say now. I understand the next thing.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
put it that way.
Uh.
Any formula question, any critical path question?
No. 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 No formula
Which
question.
area was most dominated? Stakeholder communication, team.
Throughout agile, hybrid agile, hybrid.
Yesterday I recorded a journey. That guy said, what was his name? Saurabh, I guess. He said that
Uh,
Subratu. He said that there was only 15 questions about agile, and this guy is saying that majority was agile. So exam is swinging. I like this. I really like this. So, how many questions for risk quality procurement?
Maybe the quality procurement was like a few, maybe five, I guess, 5, 10.
5, 10. Okay.
Yeah,
And like if I say
with
stakeholder,
regards to agile, of
yeah,
course.
stakeholder communication team was predominant. Same thing. People.
Yeah, people. Yeah, they were.
Okay. How many compliance
Like I said,
questions?
hmm?
How many compliance?
Compliance. Yeah, 4, 5 from compliance, I would say.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Four or five question. Okay, that's good. That's pretty good. Okay. Guys, if you have any question, you can raise your hand. You can ask him. And yeah, this was an interesting thing. Uh, and do share that below line. You shared me the above way of the scorecard. If you scroll down, the thing that you shared me, it has above
yeah,
target below that. Also share that. Yes, Prem, go ahead. You shared me half
yeah. I
portion.
shared the full one, right? Or
No,
didn't I?
no. Mansur, no. It
Mansur,
has a
how were you doing while solving the mocks? Like how much time you used to take, and what was your average score if you mind sharing that, the full length ones?
Mansur, please.
Sorry. Say the question again, please.
So I'm asking, how much time would you used to take while solving the mocks? Like, could you sit for at a
No,
stretch
I
or
like I said, I listened to Amer Bhai because some of the advices I just kept in my back of my head to. I'm just gonna follow it blindly. So that's what I did. I didn't pay attention to the time. I was just doing my mocks. I'm sorry, not the mocks, the exam. So I was just doing the exam. I
No.
didn't pay
The
attention to
question,
how much time.
no?
the question is asking while preparing, while doing
Yes,
180 question, were you giving it in a one go, like the exam, or you were doing
yeah.
20 question today, 20 question tomorrow? How you were doing the full mock?
So the full mock, one of them I did in one shot because I wanted to experience the actual exam. But the others, based on my time, I was because like I said,
That's the
I don't
problem.
want to say it, but I'm a busy man. So yeah, so
That's the problem. That's the problem where the
yeah,
time management really happened with him. That's the
yes,
problem that he was not.
yes,
That what thing I say, why I gave you 160 question of 6 mocks to sit. The reason is that so that you can like the the first 50-50 questions you were going giving. I was saying you guys time management does not matter. That questions the purpose is foundation. Then the people and process question you do that is for time management and foundation. 180 question is real exam experience. Okay, so
yeah,
that's why he had that time management problem because
yeah,
he was busy. I respect that, but then that reflected in the exam. The time
yeah,
management. Otherwise, his scores were good. His scores were
Yeah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah.
in full mocks. It's not that his score was not good. Like
Yeah,
70, 70. His score
I
was,
was always scoring above 70. Yeah.
yeah, always in, I guess in one mock he did 54. In the second mock, everything else, I remember, brother. I remember very well.
See,
That
that one gave me. So when I was the real exam doing exam, I thought of that mock, which I didn't score because there was like mingling situations were there, a lot of them.
actually
So I could
that is
relate to that.
that is one of the easiest mock. I don't know what you did there.
How is it?
Yes, people who get 69, 80, they get 80% plus in that mock. Acha, Ji Prem,
So
still you have a question?
did Amir bhai force you to take a date, or would 1 week extra would have helped you?
No, actually, I forced Amer Bhai. For some reason, my circumstances were if I go for annual leave and I come back, I may lose on
I
the
did
rhythm I
not.
have as of now.
Prem, to
And
answer your question, I did not ask him to book the exam. He said,
exactly, yes.
he,
Then
he
he's
said,
at risk, right?
yeah, he said that I can book the exam or maybe I'll delay it. I said, okay, then if you feel that way, then book the exam. Actually, after booking the exam, he told me I have booked the exam. Ji Prashant.
Sorry, I was on mute. One question. Are we
Yeah.
allowed to take cell phones in the exam?
No,
Can
not
okay.
even a pencil.
Okay.
They will give you their own pencil, their own sheet that you can take inside, and that's it.
I see, because I was thinking we could put a timer on the phone for 80, 75 slots.
No, you can write it down. No? When you get the
Right.
pen and paper,
Yeah, you can. I write it down.
I used to do that, like when I used to give the exam, those earned value calculation, ITTOs, especially. I still remember I used to teach this thing.
Yeah.
When you go to the exam, in the first 7 minutes, it was used to be 10-minute tutorial, make the 49 process there and the earned value graph. But now that is not important. But they also made this rule now. The rule is that now they apply it or not before the exam start, like before the 230 minutes, you cannot write anything on it. This is a rule. Actually, few of my students were stopped from writing. I did not even do that. They stopped him. Then I read the PMI rules, and it is written in the rules. It is written in the rules. You cannot, but nobody knows.
My exam was at 2:30, but they allow me to start at 2 o'clock.
That is
They said, if you are in center, just go ahead and start it. So I said, okay, I'll start.
Even if you go in the morning, they allow
Yeah.
you. If they have slots,
Yeah, okay.
they normally, that is all over the world. That is all over the world. Ji, Imran, please.
Yes, first of all, congratulations, Mansoor Shah, for this achievement. I want to ask, yes.
Tell me.
About scopes, casual cast, how many questions were from that area? Scopes, casual cast.
See, it was all agile. For me, the entire exam was agile.
There was no question from that area. Huh?
So yeah, either some of them are hybrid, but all of them were agile.
Imran,
Okay,
any question you can ask, please.
Huh?
You can ask. You are the like.
Yes, inshallah. So I must be about this one. For the time management, you say first you take 90 and then 80, 70. So you take 2 breaks also.
Yeah, those breaks are not included in the timer. Please tell them, Mansur.
So yeah, I took the breaks, the 10 minutes break. I went out, like I said, I washed my face. I took the breathing exercise, and then I came back and I sat there for I still had 3-4 minutes. So I sat on my seat and I just said, okay, let me relax myself, which obviously helps in because the question will make you do wrong things, and this calming down exercise helps you make the right decision. To be so simple as that.
The important thing, Imran,
Imran,
Imran, wait. I want to answer one thing. The right time management strategy is 80, 75, and 75 minutes. That is the strategy. He was basically lagging in that time. Secondly, those 10 minutes of break, that is not included in the exam time. That's a free time. If you don't take the break, that goes away. You can't get that time in that. So that please must take both breaks. Please, Tahir Man, go ahead.
Yes, this one, what AMSAP teaches. So what you can say about the strategies were same for the questions, what we were doing the mocks and also our material or these things. Because once you
None
are
of the
doing,
questions, none of the questions is from the mocks.
no, I am not saying that it will be the same. But my question is that the strategies, there was a resemblance in the strategies,
The context of the question.
context of the question.
It was more complex, I would say. Amer bhai, it was more
That's
complex than
okay.
the mocks.
The
Yeah.
context was the context of the question. Anything apart from that drag and drop which you were sharing, anything that
Yeah.
we did not cover, any topic.
No, we covered all of the topics. So
That's
the
point.
topics were covered.
That's the
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
So you see,
Okay.
there, if I put all the scenarios can be thousands of scenarios. And I'm
Yes.
happy we don't have those questions, because when PMI actually gave the ATP questions, those questions started coming in the exam. So we actually requested PMI that these questions are coming there. So now still two questions are there, which every student is saying those questions are there. So we requested them that we don't want those questions to the exam. Otherwise, the hard work is useless, na? If you know the exam, the beauty of the PMP exam is that you never know. Please, Grace, go ahead. Grace,
Okay.
go ahead.
Hi, Mansoor. Congratulations,
Hey,
first of all.
thank you.
So my question is, since you got, more of agile questions, in agile, did you get
Yes.
this question about, calculating story points or something like that, or it was predominantly agile scenarios and things like that?
Scenarios, agile scenarios, yes. And some of them hybrid scenarios. An agile project manager wants to do this, blah, blah, blah.
Got it. All right. Thank you,
Yeah.
Mansoor.
Ji,
So
anyone
try to improve on the reading skills, I would say. Read the question and try to get sense of it as soon as you read it in the first go. It will save you time. I don't know if anybody can do it. It will be a lot easier to
I will
manage.
put the context back to one thing.
Yeah.
Step number 1, slow down. If you slow down, you have to read it one time. I have been saying this to you, Mansoor. Whenever you say, "Bhai, I'm reading a question again and again," what was my answer? Slow down. You don't believe
Mm.
it. When you slow down, your mind start working on. Yeah, there's a reason that I'm saying this thing, slow down, but you don't believe that thing. Na? After
They
clear,
gave me earplugs, so I
yeah,
put them in my ears so that there's no distraction. I
yeah,
don't know if someone would want to. Yeah.
yeah, no, I don't like that. I don't like
Yeah.
that. Like, for example, if I put earplug for 2 hours, my ear actually start getting pain. I don't recommend it. But yes, you can get that. Ji Ajit, go ahead.
Congratulations, Mansoor sir, once again.
Thank you, Ajit.
So, Mansoor sir, I know that you face some challenges in the timings. So,
Yeah.
just in case if you get an opportunity to write it again, what will be the better preparation you would do? Like what changes you will make in your strategy?
What I will do the full mocks one more time.
Okay.
Yeah. So the full mocks that we have, I would like to go through them. Obviously, not these ones. The one I've done, new mocks,
I have.
and try to become more versed with the the longer questions, because almost all the questions were very long for me. So there was a lot of reading that I had to do.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Ajit,
Thank you, sir.
any other question, Ajit?
No, that's all.
Okay. Go ahead, Asad.
Hi, Mr. Mansoor, congratulations, first of all.
Thank you.
So, yeah, my question is, you are going through the mock exams, first of all. Second thing
Yes.
is the slides or the presentations which Mr. Amir he have shared with us. How good that is to go through with all these topics on the slides as well, on the presentations. Is it really helping to get the questions out of it, or only the mock exams would be only enough to be prepared for the exam?
Yeah, I think the ATP questions call that we have with Amer Bhai, that has very long questions that Amer Bhai does it, and then we get a sense of how to deal with it. That was also helpful to me, because I did a few of those sessions with Amer Bhai, and I sort of understood to make sense of longer questions. So if that's your question,
Yeah, as presentations,
No,
which Mr.
I'll
Amir he have
answer
shared with us. You have got
Asad questions. What Asad is basically asking, Asad is at the, I would say, start of his preparation, not much
Okay.
in the flow. So what he is asking
Okay.
while solving the questions, he's still at the first 50 questions. I would say he's among the very early students who are still at this from batch 11. So what he is asking, reading the presentation for understanding, will it be helpful for you or not? Asad, now this is a very interesting thing. For every single student, they need to tell them. That's why I don't recommend reading, or I don't provide book to every single student. Every single one has to decide by themselves. For example, I have a student, he, I don't want to say his name, he told me a very beautiful thing. When I read slides, I get confused. Without reading the slide, he did not read even a single slide, and he's a certified PMP. And he got like very good scores in every single thing. It depends. And I have students who requested me, like there was a student, she is now a good friend of mine. She was not proceeding well. I asked her, come, and I asked her how many videos you have watched. She told me one or two. I said, okay. I gave her a book. I gave her my journey book. She read the entire book in one day. That is 78, 80 pages. Then I found out her learning style was reading. I gave her my slides, the different thing, the different material. She moved very quickly. What I say in the SWOT analysis, that identify what is your learning style. If you don't want to read the slides, video covers everything. Then the most important thing which you cannot miss is root cause analysis, RCA. Mansoor, how important RCA was?
Too much.
Okay.
It's very important, very crucial that you, it doesn't matter you get the answer wrong, I would say. Just go ahead and tick, finish the mock with whatever comes to your mind, and then do the RCA, and simple as that. Spend more time on RCAs. It creates a good sense for you to answer the question in the real exam.
Acha. How important coaching calls were?
The normal ones, no, but the ATP ones that we did, that was very helpful, because
No. Means the coaching call which I do on Wednesday, I should stop doing that. Okay, that's a true answer. That whatever your answer.
Yeah.
But guys, just Amul is traveling. Just like Prem, you were thinking Amul went to another city. His train got delayed. The guy who cleared PMP in 9 days, so he's also traveling. I guess he will reach in 30 minutes. I will also record his journey, but I will record it directly live. So you can also ask him those questions because he cleared in 9, so that's good for marketing. I want to record it directly on live. That's why I recorded his journey here, and because I want to put that journey there. Ji Pooja, please go ahead.
Hi, Mansoor.
Hello.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. So my question is that we need to go some lab for give a exam, or we can give exam on the at home only.
We can do at home, but Amer bhai wouldn't recommend us, so that's why I went for the institute.
Yeah, Pooja, I'll answer you that question. The problem is that people, especially people in Southeast Asia, I would say MENA region, 80% of them had a very horrible experience while giving exam in home. Okay, while giving exam in home, if your lips are moving, like say you are reading and your lips are moving, or you do like this, they cancel your exam. If there's an internet lag, they cancel your exam. You can give exam from home, but that has multiple issues. Okay, there are multiple issues. So I recommend giving exam from center. And he is basically from Dubai. In Dubai, there are 3-4 centers. You are in Mumbai, na Pooja?
No, in Delhi.
In Delhi.
At Delhi.
Delhi.
Yeah.
Gurgaon is near Delhi, na?
Yes.
So
Not nearby. It will take
Three
around 2
centers.
hours
Yeah.
to reach
Yeah.
the
So
Gurgaon.
there are 2-3 centers. I don't think so
Three
you will have
centers.
any issue. There are 2-3 centers there, na? So there are 2-3 centers. I do recommend to give it in the center, Pooja. Acha. Now, Prem, to answer your question, I'll answer you personally. Pooja, do you have any other question?
No. Thank
Okay,
you. Thank you so much.
Sure. Ajit, go ahead. Ajit, you have a question? No.
I think we already take this.
Yeah, he is designed. Okay, Mansoor, thank you very much. It has been an honor. I still remember the first day we met at Fili when you came and we had a cup of tea. I still remember every single conversation when you were joining my program and you were confused. There was a flood. Should I give money to back to my homeland or should I join? I wouldn't. You see, I remember every single student. Should I give it or will I be able to clear PMP? I told you in this year you will be certified PMP with your work schedule. Okay. And ladies and gentlemen, for all of you, PMP number 365. We will record Journey of Amul. We will record Journey of Amul. I'll share a link to you. This it will be live on YouTube. You can come there. He did PMP in 9 days. He has an interesting journey to share. With that, thank you very much. Like always, Assalamu alaikum, namaste, sasriyakal, good morning, good night, good evening, wherever you are.